Hey guys, and welcome back to Aexenfell. In today's episode, we cover another house and the Stables slash Ferrier. So if you're not sure what a Ferrier is, he's basically a blacksmith for all things horse. So he makes the horseshoes, he makes the nails to put on the horseshoes, and he would also make the tools like rasps that you would need to shoe horses. So in the last episode, I said that I wanted to bring some lore here into Aexenfell. Since this world has started back over from scratch, like I said in last episode, so this, from now on, is the world of Selvara. So everything before this series is scratched, except for the stuff that happens on the Yevenia server. All that stuff is still on there, but everything else that is on, or in Selvara, has been scratched, and we are starting here. So because of that, I wanted to bring some more lore in, and for this episode I have just the very beginning of that lore started. So, in the early days of the Second Age of Selvara, a nomad named Porlo wandered the wild regions of the world. And eventually, during his travels, he ran into a group of bandits that robbed him of all his clothing, weapons, gold, and the last little bit of his food. So, knowing that he was days away from the closest town, he knew his only hope of survival would be prayer to the gods. More specifically, prayer to Anira, the goddess of fertility and nature. So as he ended his pleas to the goddess, surprisingly, he was not met by Anira, but by Dionysus, the god of mischief and treachery. So basically, like, this world's version of a Loki. If you guys are familiar with Norse mythology, he's basically a Loki type of god. But anyway, he saw this as an opportunity to play a prank on one of his fellow gods, being Anira. So with no intent to honor his word, Dionysus stated that he shall grant Porlo food and warmth, only on the condition that he takes his axe, the axe that Dionysus hands him, and chops down the golden tree that he lays under. Being eager to escape his hunger, Porlo grabbed the axe and swung until the tree crashed to the ground. It was then he noticed Dionysus was gone, but standing there now was Anira, who came to mourn the death of the tree. For this was no normal tree, but a very rare Yawny tree, the very first species of tree Anira birthed into the world. These trees are very few and far between, even in the early days of Selvara, but they still had a direct connection to the goddess. After very long, uncomfortable moments of silence, Anira broke it as she kneeled down and wept onto the freshly cut stump. So guys, that's actually all I have there for the lore so far. It's going to continue in the upcoming videos, but I'm not 100% sure if it'll be every video or like every other video or something like that. But there will be more lore, so this story will continue as I progress here through Aexenfell. But there is definitely more coming. So please do me a favor and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Anyways, that'll be it for me talking. I'm going to leave it to the music, and I'll be back for the walkthrough. Alright guys, so here we are for the walkthrough. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly because I don't want the video to get too long. As I said in the first episode here of the series, but we're going to start out here at the Ferrier shop. So this is this is like the stables for Aexenfell and the Ferrier shop and house all in one. So that's why the structure's pretty large here. But yeah, so first thing we'll do is go ahead and pop in here to his house. So just like the rest of the buildings here in Aexenfell, it is pretty simple on the inside. Well, all the houses anyway. So most of the houses look exactly the same. They're 2-story or 3 stories even. But although this guy has one of the most important jobs in Aexenfell, it's not like more important than anything else. So just because his house and stuff is big doesn't mean that he has the money and stuff. So he's basically kind of appointed to be the farrier of Aexenfell. So his house is just simple, you know, just a table, chairs, kitchen, you know, has some stuff out here in his kitchen, along with the herbs and stuff that everybody has hanging up. Just have a normal rug, just some odds and ends here. Now upstairs, I just decided to do this. So this is basically a storage place here. So it's just him and his wife. There's no children or anything that live here. So I didn't need a second bedroom. So they just kind of converted this loft area to a storage, right? So there's just more crates, more food and stuff out here. They kind of hang their clothes up here, maybe to dry or just to hang them up. Maybe I'm not too sure. But back here is just their plain simple bedroom. It's just a double bed, you know, just really simple. A plain little wardrobe and stuff here, just a plain table and stool. There's not much going on in this house. Now, I'm actually going to go this way so I can show you guys that it connects. So he can come through his kitchen to come out here, and this actually puts him in the stables, right? So if he needed to come out and directly check on the horses that are here, he can come out and look, and he has a straight shot to see all the horses. And then out here, he just has hay sort of stacked up to feed the horses, of course. And then this kind of area out here to where he can sort of train the horses, or even maybe even break them in. That's not what I wanted. I'll replace that later. So I wanted this to kind of break the norm of like the 45-degree angle buildings that we have, or the 90-degree angle buildings that we have so far. And instead of being straight against the road, I thought it would look cool if it kind of curves back away from the road, like angled away. So like this is the way you come into the village of Aexenfell, right? I don't know why I said this. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's how you come in. So I thought it was cool that it slanted away from the road. And then over here is his like little workshop, right? So where he makes horseshoes and maybe like little daggers or stuff like that, nails, whatever the town blacksmith that we haven't built yet, but it'll be over that way somewhere. So like whenever that blacksmith is busy with maybe making swords or armor, the farrier just builds like nails for houses and so on and so forth. Over here it has some gold, some iron, and then there's just like this big thing of coal that he has here, where he scoops it up and dumps it into his fire, where of course he heats up his metal to forge it. So if we come back on into the city, I'll actually just run. The second building that we built here is just another house. So it just kind of sits back here beside the lumber mill. They have their own little garden, so maybe they sell some of this stuff, I don't know. But it's just different vegetables and stuff in here. And then he just has some hay over here sitting. So just like the farrier's house, this one's pretty simple. You come in, there's just some cupboards and stuff, some more herbs hanging up, just plain simple table, and then cooking area back here. Then if you come up these steps, they also have like a little loft thing here, but then the bedroom is here. Now this bedroom is a little bit larger than the farrier's, but yeah, it's same basic principle. So you have like some wardrobes in here, tables, chests. That's about it. And then the bed. So they are pretty simple people here in Aexenfell. There's not too much going on. But that is actually going to be it here for episode 2. So I really do hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you're enjoying the series and enjoying the new shorter videos. That way you can kind of get them in, get them over with, and go on with your day, whatever else you're doing from there. But yeah, guys, drop a comment down below if you you like where Aexenfell is heading. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions of what we should put in here next, make sure to drop them down below as well. Consider liking it if you liked it, and if you were new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for me here today. I will see you later and catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.